Tell me a little bit about the Firefighters Association. Tell me a little background on how that evolved and how it continues to evolve.
Right. I work at Rosecrans Behavioral Health Network. We have the only unit in the country that has a unit strictly for firemen and first responders with addiction and mental health issues. I happen to be humbly to be the chaplain for that unit, that I work with trauma issues and spirituality issues. Working with those firemen is just one of the humblest things that I've been able to do in my many years in ministry, to talk about these men and or women that we see that are the people who are the first responders, who walk in, who surrender most than anybody else I know. So when there is a fire, when they get on that rig and they go, and they don't care who it is, okay, and they go in to save people. And then some of the trauma that comes from them by them saving people can cause mental health or anguish and or hurt. And to be able to help them fill that hole in the soul, or to be able to talk about the experience of God and spirituality and understanding maybe a 12-step, what we try to do in a 12-step program. 12-step program that I work with our firemen and first responders all the time. 6 words. Take those 12 steps and do it in 6 words. Trust God, clean house, help others. It's an essential aspect. You can take those 12 steps, the first 4 steps, trust God, trying to figure out God, where does God fit in one's life? Clean house, deal with all the crap and the things that we carry with us day after day. Deal with the pain and the hurt and the surrender, and somehow know then that we are chosen to help others. So I think there's a distinction between surrender, as we do in addiction and mental health. Over a period of time we surrender that I can't control myself with this disease. The brain disease, it's not a moral disease, it's a brain disease. So people say, what do you mean a brain disease, Father Jim? I'm like, if I didn't have my 2 cups of coffee or 3 cups of coffee this morning, ask yourself, would you have a headache this afternoon? You would have a headache. It's a brain disease. Your body craves the drug, the caffeine, even if you're not an alcoholic. So it's trust God. I can't do it by myself. It's a mystery. So in that mystery, then we got a clean house, communion in relationship. We have to deal with communio, in the Latin word communio, relationship. And then the most important thing we have to do is give it away, help others. And when we give it away, we understand we help ourselves as well as others. So working with those firemen who surrender time after time after time, our role is to really help them see that they are, in fact, the greatest people of all who surrender to new life all the time. It's a great joy working with those guys and gals. Every week we laugh and cry.
Tell me what you do. What is?
What do I do with the guys?
Tell me what is the
We
protocol?
laugh.
What is
We
the
laugh.
process?
We laugh and we tell stories. Actually, my role in life is not to tell them who they are, is to help them find out who they are. I don't need to tell anybody anything. I just try to pull out who they are in relation. So oftentimes we laugh and we tell a story and then we cry and then we laugh again, because sometimes to walk through those painful things about those experiences, some of the guys who have had even from 9/11, when the towers came down, we've had some of those guys with us. Wonderful, wonderful men. What we really do is tell a story. We learn how to laugh again. I guess maybe if I often say that in laughter, when men or women come to us who have addiction and we invite them to come, and it's not confrontational, it's invitational. They have a right to have life again. I always say, you have a right to have joy, and have joy to the full. I think that's so important. We don't talk about that often in outcomes. We're always trying to do measured outcomes and this and that. It's about joy. So when the guys come to us and I say to them, you have a right to have joy. You can laugh again, to be loved, or to love, and to be loved. All right? It's relational. To accept and to be accepted is relational. Puts a smile on my face. To forgive and to be forgiven is relational. Puts a smile on our face. When we love and are loved, accept and are accepted, forgive and are forgiven, we can laugh. L-A-F. And in laughter we come shining eyes, and the new life comes into our hearts, into our heads, and then we give it away, and how joyful is that? It's when we give it away that we find it anew.